Hello, Benjamin. My name is Alice, and I chose to respond to your video blog because of 2 points you made. One was the second point you made about counseling theory keeping us accountable to not rely on our own biases and preconceptions. And the other one was the wonderful metaphor of counseling theory being the road on which we drive the therapeutic relationship, which is the car. So, in terms of counseling theory making us accountable, I think that is very true. And one of our textbooks, the one by Schweitzer and Rubin, made the point that oftentimes people go into counseling after others in their lives have observed that we are good listeners or we tend to give wise advice. But if we rely only on our natural gifts and our own perspectives, we can end up being much like Lucy in the Peanuts comic, just hanging out our shingle saying advice for 5 cents. And as I've learned in other courses, counselors have worked very hard over past years to build a profession. And counseling theory is the material and the background of that profession in part, along with professional associations and the APA that teaches us how to cite things professionally. All of that gives us a body of work on which to draw as a profession and not just rely on our very, very narrow personal experience. In terms of your metaphor, I think it is very true that counseling theory is like the road you choose. I am driving from Virginia to Wisconsin next week, and I have chosen a particular route that bypasses Chicago and takes a ferry and has some fun stops. Someone else leaving from here to go to Wisconsin might choose a very different road, or they might even be stopping or starting from somewhere else entirely. Some people need to go to Wisconsin by way of Hawaii or need to stop somewhere along the way for a very long time. And so if we compare that to counseling theory, we see that, really our clients need to be driving that. And your metaphor of the car illustrates that perfectly if we think of the client in the driver's seat. And we as counselors need to be humble enough to be in it with them, but not telling them always what their pace should be or which road in particular. We need to let them, and our knowledge of them as we learn more and more about them, determine some of that. So thank you for your post. I will be keeping your metaphor in mind going forward. Bye.